For the first time, right? Hello, YouTube. My name is Bruna, and today we are here talking about extended family. I will be the host this morning. The hosts are the guys responsible for creating the questions and for leading the conversations. All right, this is not a class, it's just a talk, which means we're gonna talk in English most of the time. We are not here to correct, to judge, or something like this. It's just a safe place to communicate. Um, we have 7 people, so I'm going to split us into breakout rooms. In the breakout room, please choose someone to read the questions. Make sure everybody's going to have the chance to talk a little bit. If you need any help, there's a button down below called Ask for Help. You can click there and I can go to the room to help you. Don't forget not to talk too much because there are other people in the room that they also want to share their points of view. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to start introducing yourselves. You can bring something new up, like something you haven't shared yet. Maybe introduce yourself talking about your relationship with your nuclear family or with your extended family. You can share if your family is big or small. Feel free to introduce yourself the way you want, but try to bring other things. All right? Just a minute now because I'm going to split us and we're going to start. I just need a second to do this. Well, I'm going to have Edna with me in the main room. And also, let's do like this, girls only and guys only in the breakout room. All right. Then if you need any help, you know how you can do it. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. At 9:50, 55, something like this, I will bring everybody back. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Enjoy it. Let me see, the questions are here. All right. So let's start with the introductions. Edna, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Edna. I live in São Paulo, capital. I'm a professor in psychology college. I have a son. His name is Marcos. He's a professor too, teacher too, no, story teacher. I live by myself with my 2 cats, my Elis. I love cats. In my free time, I love walk to the park, and now I start in workout and gym every day, and every day I walk to the park, and I introduce my physical activity in my life is very important. And today I started the college, the first official class after the carnival, the life in this return, this real life. That it's I love TNT because in this space and I have many friends. I improve my confidence, my speaking, and the very opportunity to talk about many subjects. That is.
I just want to ask you something else. Why did you choose this subject? Like, why did you want to talk about it? And
I like many subjects, travel, arts, relationships,
I
many things.
very good. Well, let's hear from Sarah now. And how about you, Sarah? Who are you?
Well, that is a deep question, but I'm gonna give a superficial answer. Let me see. So I'm Sarah. I'm 27. Live with my family here in Ilhéus, Bahia. I'm also a hostess here in French, so if you wanna attend to the immersions, it's gonna be good. Not like English, but good, because my French is not it's kind of intermediate, you know. But I can make it work. What else? I come from a big family, but it's getting smaller with me and my sister because we are we are not willing to put more kids, at least not for now. So yeah, big family getting smaller, and I think my cousins are doing the same thing because it's hard to raise a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, same here in my family. Like, well, we have two sides of the family, right? Like mother and father. My father's family is really big. Like my grandma had 7 kids, so which means like I have lots of uncles and aunties. But my mom's side of the family, like just 3 uncles and like one uncle and two, no, one uncle and one aunt, and then some cousins, but it's not so big. Then yeah, but my brother and I don't know if we're gonna have kids, probably not. So just like you, Sarah, the family is getting smaller every generation, unfortunately. Well, I live in São Paulo with my nuclear family, my parents and my brother. We have such a close relationship, like we do everything together. My parents have taught me how to dance. We go out to concerts, we go out to ballrooms to dance together, and it's really, really nice. Um, and I think we can start with our first question about the meaning of extended family and how is the relationship you girls have with your extended family. I want to start with you, Sarah. You said you have big family. I can imagine being in contact with everybody, being in touch with everybody can be hard. So how is it for you?
Yeah, for as far as I know, extended family, it's like including more than just the people that usually live with you. For example, the people are closer circle, it's your parents and your siblings. And I don't have my grandparents are not alive anymore, but I have a lot of cousins, especially from my dad's side. We are not as close as before. Usually we spend Christmas together and other holidays, but usually it is Christmas. And I think we have a good relationship where we cherish each other whenever it's possible, but we are not like together every time. It is different from when we were kids and we could play. Everybody lives in different cities. Now I have cousins living in Alagoas. I have another cousin that lives in a different city here in Bahia. So I think it's normal to grow some distance because of life happening, right?
Yes. I think I agree with you with the meaning of extended family, like the grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, like all the family that it's not. I think the other one that is like closer to us, like mom, like parents and siblings. I think this one like we can call nuclear family, that is like closer to us. But yeah, that's good. Like a lot of people, right? And like each one living in like different places, so you can visit them, travel to like other states, maybe. Yeah, that's good. Here in my family, it's we are not so close anymore. I think when we were younger, the relationship was closer, was better. I have some cousins and some uncles and aunts, but I must confess my parents are not so attached to their siblings and to the family. So I kind of got it too from them. So I must confess we don't we are not in contact, all the time. But it's not that I don't like them, it's just we don't talk too much. That's it. And how is it in your family, Ed?
In my case, and I came in from a big family. Do you listen with the phone? Because the space is very, very confusing today. I came from the big family. In my childhood, and I lived with my cousins, my grandmother, my grandfather, aunts, uncles, and the aunts, no? But now my family is small family, because I have 69 years old, and my family is died, pass away. In this moment, and I have my son, my sister is the close with me, but I have a brother and the nephews, but live in Santos. And my relationships is very distant. Only because the other parent, the other I forgot relatives. The other relatives is many distance. Is no possible.
Yeah, I got it. Very good, very good. Yeah, that's nice. And it's sad this moment. Like, I don't know how you feel about it like nowadays, but I can imagine how it is like getting older and like seeing like a lot of people like passing away.
It's very interesting. When my parents got married, my mother came to live with her mother-in-law and father-in-law. And the nuclear families is extended. Because my aunt and my uncles, my cousins living together in house, near house is the, I don't know, how do you say quarteirão?
No, it's not corner.
Corner.
In the block. The block.
The block is the living to the family. Is many the big family. The Italian family and the communication.
Living together. That's really nice.
It's very interesting. My memory, I think this is very good memory because in the houses is communication, the houses, and the children is the space is ample. The extent is placed because the houses is communication, the yard is communication, and the children's playing and the block.
I got it. So like you mean the yards were connected?
Yes, the connecting, yard the connecting, and the block is extensive. And my house is the block.
I got it. That's really nice, Angela. That's really nice. I think it talks a lot about the relationships we have with our relatives or with our extended family when we are children. So I'm going to skip to question number 2 about the importance of what is the role that the extended family play in childhood rearing. That is like the like moment we are growing up and everything. And how was your relationship with your extended family at this time, Sarah?
Yeah, I think it is depends on how close people are. In my case, we live we always lived close to my aunt and my uncle here. We live downstairs and then live in the other floor here until this day. My cousin has moved, but most of them are still here. So it was like my mom. We had like a wall to separate, dividing the houses. But we used to skip, like to jump, I don't know, the the wall because it was how to say, short, not short, but it wasn't too high, and we did it, so it was easy for us to go to the other house and play together with the cousins. So I think we were very close because of that. We were literally close, and we are used to be together all the time. Right now, it's not the same thing, as I said, but I remember that we spent a lot of time together. Once, me and my cousin, we came like in front of everyone just to have an excuse to sleep in the same house. But it was terrible because my mom and my aunt got very worried about us and give us like some slaps. I don't know how to say, surra. But it was not good because, yeah, but we were very close.
Yes, it's like really interesting because my parents haven't like, they at least didn't beat my brother and me when we were young. But my aunt, she was really like really upset all the time, and everything my cousin was doing, she would like beat her or slap her or something like this. And it was really weird to see, like she used it to take the belt and like just beat my cousin. It was like really really tough, like in front of everybody. She wasn't afraid of beating her, really crazy. But I feel that the extended family play an important role when we are children, when we are growing up, to like these are the relationships we have like with people that sometimes that it's like just like us, like, and some of them, um mainly with cousins, I feel that we have like, we usually have the same age, so they teach us a lot of things, right? I learned a lot of things from my cousins, who are like a little bit older than me, but it was like I could trust them. I feel this like relationship of trust we have with our extended family is really nice. Even though nowadays I don't have like this close relationship, I still admire my cousins, and I follow them on social media, and I see what's happening, and I feel happy for them when like something nice is happening. So I think having present extended family is something important, when we are children, and even when we are adults too. I miss like talking to my cousins and having this close relationship. This is something I have already talked about in therapy, but it's just like something I haven't dealt with it yet. I still need to handle it better, but I feel it's important. And how do you see it, Ed? Share with us.
In my opinion, is very, very important too, because sometimes there's a fight with my cousins. It's very, very common, no? My brother, my sister is very different persons, and sometimes there's a fight, but it's very, very good to the change the different way of being different is very important for my formation, personality formation. And I felt secured in the big family. because sometime my mother go out the house, my grandmother took care of me, or sometime my aunt took care of me, and it's very, very important, the security and the big family. Today, in my opinion, is different, you know, because the nuclear family living together, but alone is different. It's different situation, you know.
Yeah, very good, very good. I loved it. Yeah, it's like you said something nice about security and this feeling of feeling like safe, you know, when we are around our cousins, our extended family. I totally feel you. Very good. I want to skip a little bit to question number 5, because at the same time we have good moments with our extended family, we can also have problems, right? So, or challenges. So what are some challenges that can arise within an extended family? Which of these challenges have you or your family experienced? There are so many, right? Challenges. I feel that at the same time we have good memories and good stuff happening. We lots of times have big challenges, but at the same time we need to be together and connected because family is important and everything. So this is a difficult question. I think we can talk about lots of things. So I will start with you, Sarah. Let's discuss a little bit this one.
Yeah, for me, what I can say is lack of privacy sometimes. Like I said, we used to go to the neighbor's house because of the wall. You know, we jumped the wall. And also, I had another uncle who lived in the other street, really close to here, and he used to go because it has an access to my house from the back, and he used to come here and open the fridge, and my mother was crazy about it because, come on, let's be reasonable, you know. I think that sometimes the lives can matter a little, can mix you. Oh, you listen all the, not all, but some problems the other family has, because it is another family. Okay, it's like part of your family, but in the same time a whole different family, because they have their experiences, their preferences. So whenever we have like a discussion here uh, more serious, they can listen because it is very close, and the other way around. So I think that privacy, it is important to set some limits, some boundaries, to make sure everybody can feel comfortable, and of course to have their privacy respected. Yeah, that is the problem that I can think of, but honestly I don't have others to mention right now.
No problem. It's all right. This is complicated, right? I think at least here in my family we have never experienced something like this way, as you are saying, but money is usually a problem, I think, when we are talking about extended families, like borrowing money, or lending money to our relatives is always a problem, because sometimes they don't pay us back, and then you are like, oh, I need the money, oh, but now I can't pay you back, or I can't solve it right now. You know, I think this is something really common. Drugs is another problem. At least in my family, this is something that happened twice. Yeah, I think these two are the most common, at least in my family. You know, money. Like I don't come from a rich family, but my parents' side is really, like, really poor, you know, so everybody's always like working hard and live in the outskirts. So this is really, really challenging. And my father like could build his own company, and so he was like a model or role model for his siblings, you know, and then sometimes they count on him to help when they need something, and this brings lots of financial problems. And I think this is one of the biggest challenges in my family, you know. And how about yours in your family? And, you know, share with us, what other challenge can you think besides privacy, money, and drugs?
I live with my extensive family when I children, and these problems is I don't remember, no, because this my universe and this other. But I remember this time my mother, for example, I remember in this moment once in my mind once moment when my mother fighting with my cousin, and she prohibited and my relationships with him is the maturity. My mother is the younger woman, and the very, very difficult and sometimes in the relationships and with the big family, no. But it is very funny. My memory is more good memory and the less upset or the situations, problematical situation. But sometimes it's, in my opinion, is the same problem, no, the nuclear family or the extended family, because the problems is the relationships, the normal relationships, no, value differences, different conflicts and disagreements is the normal in the family. Now, the nuclear family is the same the extended family, because
That's
the
true.
personality and these different personalities, different values.
That's true. Yeah. And I was thinking here about like something else while you were talking about gossip. Gossip is also something that is really strong in families, right? Like someone says something, then they say someone else said that, and then we are always like
Yes,
reporting stuff. This is a common problem too, right? Yeah, but it's
yes.
nice what you said. I liked it. That yeah, like we are going like as humans, right? We are going to have different opinions, different values, and
Oh,
we need
it's
to,
normal.
yeah, and like we need to choose, or we want to continue and overcome this, or we are going to just split and not like stop being in contact, right?
In those days, when I remember these many situations, I concluded my personality formations is very important to the different point of view and the different persons. Today, in my life, and it's difficult the relationships with for example, I have one cousin, father cousins, and for example, this man in my case, is very complete, the value. And in nowadays, for me, it's impossible relationship.
Mhm.
But when I shoot, is my good friend because
Yeah.
it's the other moment, today the values is many different values.
I feel you. Very good. Very good. I loved it. Yeah, we have good questions here. I will skip to question number 8, just like bringing what you said, Edna, because I feel that at least like there is this some families have this idea that family is everything, right? And that even when we are experiencing different values or different ideas, we need to overcome this and keep the relationship and try to keep this strong relationship. But I feel that sometimes when we are not respected, I think values are things that are really important. And should we really experience bad moments just in name of family? So I don't know. I want to know what you girls think about it. So Sarah, do you think family is everything, and should we try our best to keep this good relationship, or it's okay to break ties, to just stop talking to the relative?
It's very important to respect the differences.
Yeah.
In my case, this cousin is no good in the relationship, but I respect it. My brother is very, very different for me, and it's okay. I respect. I try good treatment, but it's not. It is difficult for me the intimate or the closer the relationship.
Yeah.
It's normal.
And you, Sarah, very good, Angela.
Yeah, it's tough because my perspective, we have like a culture here because of religion and everything, that family is like sacred. I don't know if that is the word, but it is something very special, like almost something that came from heaven. That is a concept most people have. Yeah, I do believe that is essential. A family can change everything for your career, for your future, if you have a good family or a bad family. But when I think about psychology or mental health, I would say that it's not worth it. Sometimes you should let it go. It's terrible. It is not easy for sure because they are your family and you kind of feel guilty about it, but it's better for you to live your life, in other ways. You're still gonna you can create a family for you, like a friend, your friends that are people who respect you, who support you. And I think that's better than force yourself into some uncomfortable situation. And of course, if you do decide to do that, you should try to find some help, support, therapy, because it is like breaking tie. It's not something pleasant to experience for sure.
Definitely, it's definitely not. And it's like really nice what you said about religion, like I have a friend, like one of my closest friends. She sometimes has like problems with her family, not to expose her or something like this, but this image or this idea of family being everything, and oh, you need to overcome everything, and just in name of family, I think it's a bit dangerous, mainly if you are not being respected, like Edna said. Sometimes in our family we are like so criticized, or they don't understand our choices, right? If you are in the if you are in the LGBTQI plus community, like this is even harder because a lot of people will not respect you or will mock you somehow. So I feel there are so many difficult points. Just like Sarah said, it's not pleasant, but sometimes it is important to experience and to break these ties, right? Really tough, girls. Very good. Let me see. Let's talk about emotional support now. Do you feel that in our extended family, we have more or less emotional support than in our nuclear family? Edge, okay, question number 10.
In my experience, my extended family is many different positions, many different points of view, but I always they support my nuclear family. Is the emotional support, because I remember many situations when my mother needed go out the house, and my grandmother or my aunt took care of me, my brother, my sister, and is, in my opinion, is very important. I don't know, amparo, emotional support. Emotional support is very important. In my case, in my experience, is the security of the children, the development. I play on the street, I play in the yard, and the other is yard, and it's very, very good support and emotional support. In my mind, is a very good memory when the Christmas, the day Christmas, after 1 week, my family prepared the many foods and together, and it's very, very big party, the Christmas party. It's very good.
Yeah.
In my emotions,
yeah, that's nice, you know. And you said something about these moments where when, for example, our parents, they need some help or some support, right? And then in these moments, the extended family is really important. But for example, there were some moments, like last year, my house flooded. Last year in 2020, my house flooded, and then the only support we had, it was ours, you know, my brother, my father, my mom, and me, you know, like we were our own support, you know, because we were close, like we were like together dealing with the situation, just us, you know. So I feel that sometimes, at least here in my family, the emotional support comes more from the nuclear family than from the extended family. And yeah, that's it. It's not that I don't have emotional support from my extended family, but I think the how can I say this word, convivência, the everyday routine, you know, since we are always together, we are close, we talk to each other every day, we live together, right? So I feel that this brings more support, emotionally talking, you know.
yes.
Very good. And how about you, Sarah? How is it in your family?
I'm kind of confused about my answer, because if I compare extended and nuclear family. I can say that my nuclear family, it's better on this job. Let's put it like this, at this job, because, like you said, I'm with them frequently, and I usually don't share more details about my life with my extended family. They only know some things here and there. But I have to confess, I don't tell my nuclear family everything. Sometimes I prefer to talk to my best friend, especially if it is about romantic stuff that I don't know, I don't feel so comfortable to talk about it with my mom and my dad. He's not such an emotional guy. He provides support, but financially speaking, he's more a practical person. He's not about loving love and I love you, this type of, I don't know, things that are more, this love language is not his.
In my case, Sarah and Bruna, in nowadays, my emotional support is my song. My song is my good friend. And
Yes.
I change many situations. And my sister, they have an intimate, the closest relationship. Is very good because the change the experience and it is very good. The emotional support.
That's really sweet. That's really sweet. And it's nice to know you and your son that you are like friends, right? So this is really good for the relationship. And of course, nowadays he is adult and everything. Like he he takes his own decisions, right? He makes his own choices. But it's like I can imagine for him, like maybe when he was younger, this was really good, right? Like trust you and everything.
It is very important to know, change idea, talking about the problems, and it's very good to know.
Yeah.
The support, the familiar support.
Yeah, I think here in my house, it's just like with Sarah's, in Sarah's family. But I know this is something I need to improve, now, because my parents, they want to know about my life, but I am like I am afraid of their reaction, so I don't share too much. So now it's my turn to communicate better. I am working on it. Yeah.
I'm more willing to share about professional life, about some doubts that I have regarding that, for example, oh, that guy's cute. I don't see myself having this conversation with my mom.
But it's interesting because, for example, I feel the same with my mom, but she is showing me she wants to know this part of my life too, but I am still like, how will I tell her everything, the detail? But I know she wants to know, but I don't know how to approach it, how to approach her to share stuff. So it's communicating is difficult, girls.
In my case, in my communications with my mother, my life is very difficult because my mother is very rich, though. The things is very straight, inflexibly. And this for me is very hard. But it's the family. It's the family. It's the same.
Yeah, this is it, girls. It's our family, and just like my therapist always says, it's a relationship and communication is key, right? So we need to communicate. This is a good topic, communication. It's simple, but it's difficult, right? Your microphone is off, Edna. Microphone.
Other topics interesting, non-violence communication.
Non-violent communication. Amazing, amazing. This is a good,
It's very good. It's very good topic.
it's a very good topic. Yes,
My
I know.
suggested.
All right, very good. I already have a topic for the next week. Someone's suggested a subject about having people over, you know, like when you have guests in your family. Like,
Repeat, please.
of course, like next week, we are going to talk about having people over when we invite people to our houses, like how to deal with it. Like someone suggested this subject, and it's going to be next week's topic, but the other one is going to be about
it's very interesting, because the subjects is
they are connecting.
connected.
Yeah, connecting. Yeah. I really like
Okay.
it. Very good. Girls, I'm bringing the guys from the breakout room back, and we are almost over. It was a pleasure talking to you about extended family and family in general. I think this is a really nice subject and important. So I need to thank you so much for sharing and opening your heart and everything. Thank you so much. Let's
Thank you.
hear how the conversation was in the breakout room. How was it for you, Rodrigo? Share with us.
It's a very, very good conversation. We talk about the how to the challenges of the wow the extended family, and I'm saying that about the one challenge is the different conciliate the different points of view, because when grow up we distance of our cousins, of our uncles, of our aunts, every of many times of our parents, okay, and conciliate this point of view is a good challenge. Our conversation is a good conversation.
Yes, I'm glad you liked it. Very good, very good. Yeah, it's like we talked about so many things here in the main room too. Problems, good parts, the emotional support we get from our extended family and our nuclear family. So we had a really nice conversation here too. How was it for you, Victor? And how is your relationship with your extended family? Are you close? Do you talk? And I know you live like in a different city, right? How is it for
Yes.
you?
So for me, the conversation was really interesting. Firstly, I really like the topic. It's an interesting one. I haven't heard about this like ever. But I mean, talking about my extended family, I don't have a strong contact with them, and I didn't have it in the past, just with my grandmother. But after we have a fight, almost 6 years, she was like really far from our family. I do have some uncles that care about me and my family, and we do care about them, but I don't have like a really strong extended family. It's just me, my father, my mother, my sister, and now I think it's my brother-in-law has a great family, and maybe we're getting more close to each other. But even though I don't think it will become extended family, just a family of my sister's boyfriend,
I feel you. Yeah.
Yes.
That's nice. Yeah, and it's nice because like we were talking here in the main room about this image we have of family, you know, that sometimes like people think family is everything and we need to be together just because we are family. But if you are not like respected, just like Edna said, you know, if you are not well treated and you feel that like you don't belong to that place because you are not well treated, why should we continue this relationship, right? So it's better just to break ties and to avoid being in touch, right? Yeah, very good. Leo, I hope you have enjoyed the conversation too. We are running out of time, so I won't ask you today anything about the talk, but I hope you have enjoyed. Guys, thank you so much. Next week, we are going to talk about having guests over when we invite people to our places. How should we prepare? What should we do? How do we organize the house? Well, all things related to having guests over. You're more than invited. Thank you so much. And for the girls, happy Women's Day. I hope you receive lots of love today. And Rodrigo, Victor, and Leo, if you are around the women today, don't forget to send them something, buy some chocolate, just to remind them how important they are. Maybe send some pics, some money. It would be a good idea too.
Thanks, Guy. Happy Women's Day for you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
you.
guys.